A question that many people would ask in regards to choosing the right progesterone cream. There are so many progesterone cream on the market today.
I don't mind what cream or suppository or however people take it. I mean, I'll answer any questions. It doesn't make any difference to me. But what I do ask people to look for is the ingredients. Are they safe? Because some of them have got adverse effects. And is it absorbed? We run saliva tests periodically to see if the progesterone is being absorbed. So a naturopath does it for us. She gets a before, a patient who's never had it, and she does a before test, and then a month or two later an after test. And the progesterone in every case shoots up. So it's absorbed very well. So if you use a cream, I mean, some people have said they've used one which is incredibly thick and takes a long time to rub in. That shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't have to rub it in a long time. So you need to look at what carrier, the thickness, the toxic ingredients, if there are any, and a lot of doctors prefer using injection suppositories. They also like the oral or the fizzy vaginal tablet. Because it gives you a dose. They're used to doses. And to my mind, progesterone should not be done in dose form. It should be solely by symptom. So I prefer a cream for that reason. You don't have a measured amount. So, for instance, if somebody's using suppositories and they want to reduce the amount because their symptoms have gone, what do? Shave a bit off the suppository each day to get less progesterone, cut it in half, a quarter. The same with injections, which are apparently very painful. You could give half an injection, I suppose. It's the same with the capsules. In fact, if people are taking capsules, I say cut it open, add it to a cream, and rub it on your skin instead. And the other advantage of the cream, it can just be put anywhere. It is the best burn ointment I have ever come across. So people have used it to heal leg ulcers, just filling up the ulcer with progesterone, grazes and other minor wounds. You can't do that with a suppository or an injection. So I always ask them to look at the ingredients and the amount. Obviously, if you're buying something which isn't as strong, because a lot of people look at the price of the container. They don't look at the fact that they're actually buying an active ingredient. And if they work out a comparison, they'll find that in some cases they are paying twice what they would be paying with another brand. That is the important thing to look at, not the price of the container. So those are the things I would ask people to look for.
And when you did mention the toxic ingredient that we have to watch out, can you just expand a bit more on that?
There's some of the preservatives they use. The parabens have been used for years. There have been papers done on them that say they are still safe, and some that advise not using them. The propyl paraben has got slight estrogenic properties, so maybe it's advisable not to use something with that in. Another one that people favor is phenoxyethanol. Its hazard rating isn't very high, but it is a synthetic, so I recommend using it. Antioxidants, mostly people use rosemary or vitamin E for the antioxidant properties it has. And I haven't yet seen in the progesterone creams BHA or BHT. Now, those are synthetic antioxidants used in a lot of fried goods and baked goods, biscuits and cookies and things like that. But those have got estrogenic properties. But as I said, I haven't seen those used in progesterone creams, but certainly in other creams. So look for the natural antioxidants, natural preservatives rather than synthetic. And, you know, you're using a progesterone cream, all you actually need is a vehicle, which is an oil, to get it into the skin. You do not need 20 other ingredients added to it. It just adds to the cost of the cream. So that's one reason why we've kept no unnecessary added ingredients. I remember once you asked me about the liposomes, and we never got to finish that. I think we got cut off. And a lot of creams are saying that they've got liposomes in them. But it's a very expensive system for getting drugs into the body. And you can put a tiny amount of liposomes into a cream and say it's got liposomes in it. But it won't be based solely on just liposomes because they're far too expensive. It will have other oils in it as well. And from the saliva tests we run, we found they're not necessary. Not at all. The progesterone gets into the tissue. So it's an expensive cream, which to my mind is not worth bothering with.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. I trust it's been really helpful. If you wish to have access to the whole series of interviews with Ray White, please visit my website, natpro-progesterone-cream.com. Stay tuned, there is many more to come. Speak to you soon.